Hello, welcome back to my reviews of Tai Lopez's 67 Steps. This is step number 60. This one is the Dutch Big Gulp and readjusting the pace of success. Tai started out this one with a very interesting thing to say, and that is great ideas seemingly contradict, which is not a great start, but seemingly being the key word, I guess, that they don't really contradict just at the surface. So there's this Dutch saying, supposedly, too soon old, too late smart. And that is, we all wish we knew stuff when we were younger that we know now. When you're 30, you have stuff you wish you knew when you're 20, when you're 40, 30, whatever. Everybody looks back. But there is this belief by Tai and by some others that highly successful people have fewer regrets looking back. I don't know if that's true or not. And I thought about this, and I thought, ironically, probably when you're about 90, you were going to wish you knew what you knew when you were 9. That's the way the brain is. So, what is this all about? Chuck aside all that stuff in the last 30 seconds. It's that Dutch phrase that we want to get down to. This too soon old, too late smart. Why is that? Tai talks about this PI versus IP. And it's not private investigator versus intellectual property. It's patient impatience versus impatient patience. Took me a while to figure this one out. He kind of described it at the end, so I'm going to describe it now. So you have patient impatience versus impatient patience. And what those two things, PI and IP, are describing are starting and continuing. So some people, a lot of people, live their lives in PI mode, which is patient impatience. They, for want of a better word, dick around and don't get down to doing stuff, you know? And the reason I think Tai calls this the Dutch Big Gulp is he talks about these are people who sip at life. They don't gulp at it at the start. And, you know, they live like they're immortal. And they driving they're towards the horizon, but they don't realize the horizon never comes, you know? So, you know, there's a whole bunch of other stuff in here that I was going to talk about, but I think I just want to hammer on this PIIP thing because that's really the crux of it. A lot of people are patient. They don't start doing whatever it is. Building their skills, normally, is what we're talking about. Living. They don't start. They say, oh, they're going to do that later. Oh, when they retire, they'll do this. Oh, when they do this. And then when they do start to do it, when they do start to learn another language, when they do start to work in a different business, they become very impatient and give up. That is the exact opposite of what you should be doing. You should be impatient to start. You should start right now. Why aren't you starting right now? You know, what downside is there to starting right now? So start to learn a language right now. Start to develop your skills right now. You know, don't cut off what you're doing. You know, don't be stupid about extremism, whatever. Don't quit your job and do this, you know, but start your own business if that's what you want to do. Start it right now. And then, so be impatient at the beginning. But then, as you're in it, that's when you need patience, you know? I'm learning Japanese. It's tough. Believe me. And, you know, but start right away and then have patience as you go through it. Don't give up just because it's tough or it's going to take a long time. You know? When you want to lose weight, don't try and lose 10 pounds in a week, you know? Lose a little bit gradually over time because you know why? It'll stay off. So there's a great value to being patient during the process. You know, there's this other phrase, I think it's an Amish one this time, is that a fence that goes up fast comes down fast. Give yourself time. Gulp at the beginning, sip during the process. I don't like the metaphor so much. But, because you can't build skills overnight. You can start building skills right now, but you can't attain those skills overnight. Not any skills worth having, really. I think that's all. I'm going to cut out all the other crap. This is an important one, in my opinion. So many people have this backwards that I meet. They're waiting to start. Why are you waiting to start? It's a mystery to me. I don't get it. So, there we go. So, 3 questions are, what's an example when you were PI? When you waited to start. And probably when you started, you gave up. And what's a time when you were IP that you started right now? You were impatient and then went on through it. And how did that work out for you? I'm guessing it worked out well. And what's something you've been holding back on and you don't need to? Ty's example was reading. A lot of people, I'll get around to reading that book. Well, just read the book, Or exercise is a difficult one because sometimes you shouldn't be doing it, but stretching, for instance, or, nobody ever died from stretching. Nobody ever died from reading, Just start. So what's something you've been holding back on, but you don't really need to? So there you go. 3 questions. I hope you like this one. This one really resonated with me. As much as I dislike that word. So I hope it works for you too. This is step number 60, which is quite exciting. And subscribe, go back and catch up on the other ones, but do it slowly, Don't watch all the videos in a day. One a day maybe, or one every other day. And stick around. We only have a few left and a couple of summaries. And then we start over again, maybe, or something. I don't know. Been great to have you watching. It's been really exciting for me to do this. Talk to you soon. Bye.